We come to Aldis to buy food for the backpack program for Cedar Ridge Elementary School. They send food home on the weekend for the kids in need, you know. Y'all saw the load I got 2 weeks ago, $710. I done spent about $3,500 this year. Most any money I make goes to the backpack program. 20 boxes of juice and 20 boxes of popcorn. They figured it would go $13,000, $14,000 this school year. Sometimes I take it out of my savings. I feel called to do it. I do the good Lord's will. What keeps me going. I want to put 20 years in, but I don't know whether I make it or not. When you get 82, and so 3 more years, this is it. I was born in Canner, Virginia, in June the 16th, 1942. Daddy, he worked for the State Highway Department across the mountain up off the Blue Ridge Parkway. And then he went to work at North Carolina Granite Corporation. We moved to North Carolina. But then I was already playing music. When we go up to visit Grandma, they had fiddlers, banjos. All the neighbors would come in, and most of the time they'd bring something to eat, you know. And we'd have a square dance. My first instrument was mandolin I made. It had a cigar box. But see, when you raised in music, it's in you already there. I would just take a little bit of something, get it out, you know. And so I started 8th grade out at Mountain High School, and I got started about 6 months out there, and my daddy got sick, and he couldn't work no more. And so the only thing I had to do was quit and go to work.
Thank you. What do you guys tell Mr. Chester?
Thank you.
Thank y'all for the help.
We appreciate it very much.
They all can enjoy that.
We understand Chester was doing a lot of this out of just the goodness and the kindness of his wallet.
Well, yeah, if I got money, but I've been trying to raise all the money I can get right.
Understood.
Thank you a lot.
We appreciate it very much.
See you later.
Congratulations on your award.
Thank you.
Yes.
I've been trying to get it for I don't know how long. I started to work when I was 15 years old at a service station. It was on back uptown. I married a girl from Round Peak community. Her daddy would bring his trucks down for me to service. Dick Freeman, he was an old-time musician. And when I married into the family, I got all his instruments fixed up. The new fiddle hair put in the bows, and his banjo fixed and all that.
All right, boss, get your partner and let's get this other roller here. I'm getting hot.
Me and my dad-in-law, we started having square dances over in that old house. And I could see that old house jumping up and down. The musicians played in the hall. We got the doors on each side now, got it open up. You can go in that room over there through the hall. And the hall is, we just made one big room out of this room here because that's the room we danced in. If you're playing music, there ain't nothing else no better than that. Everybody enjoyed life. This is a picture of Tommy Gerald's. I met Tommy in '63 and played music with him 23 years, I believe, altogether. He invited me to come down to his house. I took the fiddle down. I was learning to play the fiddle then, too. He said, "And you learned to play the fiddle?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Play me a little bit." And I played off a little bit of Susanna Gale. He said, "You know, that's pretty good." But said, "We need guitar players a lot worse than we do with fiddle players." I had to learn Tommy Gerald's style to play the guitar with his style of fiddling. If you listen to his fiddle playing, See, he had a different lick on the bow and everything. Well, if you made a straight lick on the guitar, it didn't work with that. He said, you need to get you some picks.
So Dad has a really unique guitar style. It's almost like two instruments in one. He picks the bass note with his thumb, and then he strums down with his a middle finger, and then comes back up with his index finger. So it's like a gallop.
He told everybody, he said, Chester's my guitar player. Of course, I took him to D.C. several times. National Endowment of Arts, they'd send a letter where I worked at, said, we request Chester to be here so-and-so date. They'd call me up in the office when I worked at Slate Motor Company and said, you know, you got to be in Washington, D.C. next weekend. Back in '73, I started teaching kids. It was in a little studio behind my house, and it's in the Round Peak community. I wanted to try to teach the Round Peak people how to play, you know. I said, all the musicians is getting old, and if I didn't start teaching musicians, nobody gonna be carrying it on. So we got a lot of people carrying it on now, you know. Some kids I've teached the granddaddy and then the daddy and then them. Now I'm as old as Tommy was. A lot of people my age can't play, you know, and I can still play with the best of them, I guess. Makes you feel pretty good if you keep your family tradition going. If you come sit down, we'll show you if you don't know. Man, if you can pick up something off me, lay it to it. Good day. Good job.